Welcome in, everyone. Hopefully, you are peaceful and relaxed.
What's up, everyone?
The intro is to keep you nice and calm and, zen moment.
I feel really.
Yeah.
It was a pretty zen, chill, bro.
I know.
As they say.
Needed it today. I feel like I needed a good zen intro. But hopefully, everyone's doing well. Happy Thursday to you, Vince. It is PFO night. It's always a great Thursday when it's PFO night. So hopefully everyone's doing well.
You know what? It's Thursday is what I would say.
So we got a lot of people that came in early. We got some people hanging out with us already. We had Holly hanging out. We had David hanging out. Then Cross Saved. I saw Anna. Who else did we see? David was hanging out with us. Pipsqueak Collectibles. Welcome in. I think I saw Gus in here. Welcome, Gus. I saw Wizorf in here. Welcome in. And Jeremy. Welcome in, Jeremy. I'll be Pops. Welcome in too as well. Happy Thursday. And Magma. Happy PFO. Happy PFO, everyone. Let's go. So welcome in, everyone. We already have, look at this. Already celebrating some memberships. 1 month, Travis. Thank you for being a member for 1 month and joining the classroom. Don't forget, if you join the classroom, if you want into the Instagram group, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram. I'll add you to the group. Just need to know who you are. So if you are a channel member, you can be added to that group. I know David is a part of that group, and he hit some great stuff on his packs. He got some good hits on his pack. Like certain influencers get on their packs. They get some good stuff, and David must be an influencer because he
did somebody get something good?
So welcome
You can't be
in. I don't know, the influencers, those influencers. Shannon's kind of made fun of.
I heard they do have.
Are they called influencers anymore? Like, is that an old those darn influencers, like old term? You don't use anymore.
It is, right?
It's like a negative term now. Instead of, we are content creators, Vince. Content creators, not influencers. We're content.
Is that what?
No, you just influence people. That's why you got stuff. But
well, hopefully I'm only influencing for the good.
Hopefully. So remember to hit that like button. I'll be Pop. Thank you for the reminder for everyone. And Barry, look at this. Barry, 21 months, almost nearing that 2-year. What's up?
Congrats, Barry.
Almost hitting that 2 years. Crazy. Yes. Influencers like Vince and Bree, they are definitely the duo of influence there.
Yeah,
the duo
about that, but
the influencer. I think you know what, that was really awesome. They actually reached out to several people, which I think was really cool this time. Instead of just like 1 or 2 people, they actually did a couple different people.
Smart.
It's nice because I saw Solly had some packs.
Yes.
And he gave away some packs, and someone actually hit he gave away spots into each of the packs. So like he had, each pack had 17 cards, 17 different spots, I guess, for people to fill, which was nice. And that was and someone actually hit a legendary on one of the spots. So that was really awesome to see that kind of thing. So, and then
I think I got to see that before I was out.
I saw What's Poppin' Craze open some packs, and he definitely deserves to open some packs for free because he definitely, he should have like a redemption card by now to get some free packs. So definitely Harry over there, if you haven't checked out his channel, watch some NFT. If you like watching NFT openings, he opens quite a few packs and those kind of things. So definitely some cool ones. And he runs some whatnot auctions that's all NFTs. So if you like NFTs and want to pick up some, I know that's a great place to check them out as well. I saw Sully doing some whatnot now.
Doing a couple mystery boxes.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he did that round you guys got. I got most of the stuff in there, so I don't think I went for it. But I saw you got, 1 or 2 boxes from that round?
2, if I remember correctly.
Oh, Anna has some big news. but she
Anna, what's the big news?
Officially graduated. Summa cum laude. Congratulations. You know what? Jack just graduated too. So Jack, our son, graduated. He's official. He turns 18 next week. How crazy!
Man.
18, man. All right, go get go work in the mines now. 18. Go on. Got to go.
Get out there. You got to get busy at this point, right?
18. Crazy.
I actually moved out when I was.
Congrats, Anna. Congratulations on that. I know it's a lot of work. It like high school, man. I wouldn't want to be a high schooler today, man. Like that's so different than when we grew up, Vince. So different. I mean, I didn't. I don't think I loved high school anyways. So even like today, I think it would have been even worse. Like how things are, some craziness. They grew up.
I hated high school.
Yeah, I wasn't a big. But oh look, we got Mason in the house. Mason and another one that opened the pack.
Is that Mason?
So and we got look at that. Gator's asking, need that office tour, Vince. Get that office tour.
Gator.
That's the tour. That's the tour. Just kind of check it out.
There's the tour. It was the grand tour. It was the 2-second story. You know, I seriously do have to do that though. The auction is over. Like, I mean, it won't happen that fast after that. It'll happen after that. Like for this Saturday. Let's put it that way.
2025. I'm thinking 20. I know. So you have a huge charity auction coming up.
You know, I'll be honest with you. Right now, I'm not trying to be distracted and being rude because I feel like that's super rude and I'm not trying to do that. Our problem with Shopify where like ago it finally popped back up. We got a mystery box that was supposed to be live at 8. Trying to get it live because it literally just came back like 3 minutes before that's why I was a couple late, like John late. Like John's not here right now, but we won't talk about John for right now. Or two early. Usually I'm a little bit more because I'm trying to get this thing final boxes because these last round of boxes, we got 40 boxes left. We sold 60 mystery boxes this week in 2 days, which I'll take 2 weeks. I'm not even joking. I literally thought we would have those 60 boxes through, sell them out by next week. To have those 60 sold out in 2 days is insane because we've already sold 100 mystery boxes total.
Four more of the regular ones.
40 more, not 4 more.
The $60
boxes are gone.
They're all gone. Oh, okay. And all the
only thing we have left is these.
So
Stranger Things sold out Friday morning last week. Yeah. These are going to be live as soon as I can post this stupid picture that I'm looking at over here. It's going to be live in the next couple minutes. I'm going to know first because nobody else will even know. They probably went on the website at 8 o'clock to 2 of these, and they were not there. They're very shortly.
Help purchase a box,
and I'm going in and out.
Maybe Vince can buy some new internet with it as well too. But he's giving all his money.
I don't even know. I test my internet every
all the
week.
Money goes to charity instead of Vince's internet.
The next charity is going to have to be for the internet fund.
So if you want to check out his mystery box there, his soda mystery box, he's trying to get it to go live. So everything's available during PFO. Hopefully it'll go live. It'll be 40 boxes total with 4 sodas and 1 and 2 chance at a chase. And then lots
21 total chases.
There's like
20 and 9 Freddy and Proto, so 30 of the 40 they have either a Proto, again, Proto the dog, not a prototype, Proto the Freddy Funko or a chase.
So lots of great stuff in there. Also, if you don't want to buy soda mystery boxes, don't forget the auction itself is on Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern on the Whatnot app. So definitely check it out. I think you guys usually live stream on YouTube at the same time as well too. But
we will be on YouTube.
So for some reason you don't have the Whatnot app or can't access it or just can't spend money on the Whatnot app, but you could still just hang out on there. But also it'll be on YouTube as well too. But definitely spread the word that day as it comes up and it's time, and then when it's live. A lot of things are loaded. I think Bree said almost like 200 things are loaded in there to check out.
She's got over 200 things now. Yep.
Yeah. So please go check those out. Like lots of stuff loaded already. More things coming, I'm sure. And then also, if you're looking, thank you. Look at Bobby. Bobby's 10 months, and look for a great charity auction, hoping for the best for you, event. So,
picked up a lot of
Bobby,
stuff
that's awesome. I think a lot of people have really supported all our charity work over the years, and I appreciate it. I can't wait to, once yours is done, it's like my time to kick back in gear, because we have ours coming up at the end of August. So it's like you're done, and then we got like 3-month break, and then we come in, and then right around the corner is then Toys for Tots. So we're doing that.
Everybody's gonna get a.
So we committed to something special this year, Vince. So I think it'll be really cool. This year we committed to another matching endowed scholarship, but this time we're doing a program fund, and it's for all veteran support. So it's for veteran support for the college and for the best need for the veterans that they support. Because, you know, sometimes they get the GI Bill and other things. Other times, other money doesn't cover it. But also the money that we'll have in the endowment can also cover things like emergency funds. Like, hey, you know what sucks is when you're a student and your car breaks down and you have no money because you are a student full time and you work, but it goes towards like tuition, life, things like that, and you can't get back to and from class. Like, what do you do? Like those kind of things. Or if we want to have a program support for veterans, we can also, it can go towards like special initiatives, events, things like that, and it can go to scholarships if needed. So we definitely wanted some cool things to do. So, but yeah, you definitely come in and just hang out, if nothing else, on the Whatnot app. Just leave it up, walk away if you need to. You know what? They have some new thing where you tap the hearts. I guess the heart grows bigger every day you tap it into someone's stream, or every time, or something like that. You come back. I don't know. I saw something about it, and I'm wondering like that help promote stuff. So if you tap, give some hearts, go in there, hang out for a while, do the bookmark.
Tap those hearts. Yeah. Tap.
I think it makes a lot of great sense there. So definitely some things to check out. Anything special? Like, what is like one really cool thing that maybe you haven't shown yet that's going to be for tomorrow?
We've shown almost everything. Something that like friend Tracy actually sent to Ray. I mean, we know cool autograph pops. I think there was a Morales pops that were autographed there. Those are going to be really cool. There was also the other day we got a Stitch pop in that had some amazing artwork on it. I think that's going to be crazy. So we got in today, which I was going to teach. Me and Bree were supposed to do a video and try, which we haven't done yet. So I got to decide on that one. But we got a couple customs that, and I really wanted to have. I wanted to show. Maybe we'll still get around to a video tomorrow. We'll drop a video, some cool last minute stuff in that. So stay tuned. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe we'll have a rare Friday video.
That'll be cool. If not, you could do it for Saturday. Get it out for Saturday. You know.
Yeah, or we'll do it early
Saturday, and then everyone can come over at 6 p.m. and hang out. All right. So we had a lot of things this week going on. So a lot of things happen. One of the things I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit was there's a huge sale that happened, a huge summer sale. Looks like they're getting ready for like con season and everything going on. Did you pick up anything that was on sale, Vince?
I did. What did I got? So I needed the 2 Jaws pop. I didn't Shark, but I got the other 2 guys, the Quint and guy. But I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name, but the 2 Jaws pops, I did get those. And then what else? Like 5 or 6 things. Oh, I got a couple more
Oh,
for
yeah.
40
Maui one,
laters.
$14, right? $14
for Maui, yeah. So
yeah, that was
I
crazy.
grabbed 2 of those. I grabbed the Jaws pops. I grabbed something. I don't remember what it was. I guess you guys will have to tune in to one of the videos when we open them. But I know I got something else. I just can't remember.
So if you picked up anything, put it in the chat. I'd love to know what you guys picked up. There was still soda coolers on sale, so if you're looking to grab those were great prices. There was a bunch of pops 50% off that were from like a couple cons ago. The Mickey diecast. I picked up a couple of those. So Mickey diecast for $15. So it looks good, and the chance of the chase, all kinds of great things. Some people got Quentin Hooper there from Jaws, Albie Pops. Yeah, we grabbed those, and then we got Batmobile and Batman, Starkiller. Yeah, there's some good ones, and then also lots of great stuff on sale. The cool thing is you earn reward points, which will help you with the limited pops, and we have. We've been seeing lots of limited pops. I'm going to unbox them on a video on Saturday.
I got one tomorrow.
So I have a video Saturday. I'm unboxing a couple things I've got in from the limited pops, and then some other random stuff, kind of mail call video I haven't done in a while with some stuff we got in from the Funko shop. But we also have this happening right now. So we'll get to the limited pops in a second. But this was kind of interesting, because I don't think they've ever done this prior to a Funday. Like, they've never done where you can win a box prior. And I don't know when this ends. I'm curious if it ends.
You think it'll ship before?
That would be cool if it shipped, at least if you knew you won before Fundays happens. So if you win the regular, like, at-home box, maybe you don't have to buy it. If you can't, you're going to buy one box if it came out, but now you have a chance at it. So I don't know. I think the good point, 100 points though to win it. 20 will be given away, and 2 of those will be actually the in-person Funday boxes. Funday celebration. They're calling it Funday celebration. What do you think of this, Vince?
Yeah, I feel like I got to hang on to my points. It's only 100 points, so it's not bad. I might take a swing at this.
I think I put 4 or 5 entries in, because it's 100 points an entry. So I was like, yeah, sure, might as well try. You can do some of those activities during stuff on there, like watch a video, go to a website, blog, and stuff like that. So
it's actually pretty low on my points.
Yeah. It's nice to be able to have a chance to win it. But we do have another channel member, Gus. Thank you. Saving my money for Fundays boxes this month. Yeah, there's a lot to go on. So people might not be buying stuff on sale because they know Funday boxes are coming. Will this be what the box looks like? Will it be just a simple box like this, do you think? That's pretty simple. Like, if it looks like that. Or
I say yes.
Just a mock-up placeholder. I mean, it's not themed. It doesn't look like very themed. It's not as fun. Like, I love the year where they did the big tiki tube, and they did the locker that one year when the Stranger Things ones were out. They've done like really cool, like, looking boxes. I hope this isn't the box. Like, hopefully it's really cool.
The boxes that were on those couple Freddies that were pretty generic, and I think we commented on it last week too. And I have a feeling very generic. They've done stuff where, I remember the shoebox, like it looked like an actual shoebox. That was cool. The ones in 2019, was that 2019 maybe? They had the wasn't it the Stranger Things ones?
No, 2019. 2019 was 2019. And then 2018, I forget. Tiki was 1 year, and then the locker.
I don't remember which year was which now.
I'm trying to think. I have the Stranger Things ones up here somewhere, so I could probably just look at them.
Still have ours kicking around somewhere over here.
But I think, it would be interesting. I think they'll have to make it look different. I feel like this is just too simple looking. Maybe it's a placeholder for them, but I hope something cool. Yeah, you never know.
Hoping, but I don't know.
I think it will be like an escape room.
Hey, if the Freddies are cool,
I mean, yeah. We haven't got any more leaks, though. What happened to the leak person? Like, did they get in trouble? Did they get fired? Maybe they stopped having to send the leaks out. I'm surprised we haven't got any more leaks yet. So,
yeah, but they put the kibosh on that one.
And then talking about those limited pops here, we finally got our June limited pops. What do you think of these, Vince? What do you think, first off?
Do I like that Deadpool because it's 750?
I liked it before that.
When I seen it originally and I didn't see Josh, I'm with you. I'm saying the same thing. Like the head sculpt, the way that I just like the way the man tentacles, and I didn't even see it was 700. I
think there's a regular one. I think there's a non-glow version of it. I think the non-glow version is not 750. I think it's just a normal pop. I think there's.
I don't like that they did that.
I don't know for sure, but I'm thinking when we saw it earlier, but maybe not. Maybe this is the only version of it. But it's interesting that the glow on it is, the big whole thing. I was really surprised about seeing the glow clam shot. I don't have it here, but just being the whole.
I was gonna say I didn't get to see the glow.
I think it was just posted today. I think I saw something earlier with it. But limited pops, and we're talking about. This is some pretty heady hitters. We got 2 Spider-Man version Marvel pops. We got Deadpool Marvel pop. We got Transformers here for another line, and then Predator's kind of thrown in. Predator just kind of reminds me of the Predator that's out there. I know it's missing the arm.
I was just gonna say I've already seen this.
Yeah, I do like. I'm definitely gonna go after both I'm gonna go after Deadpool. Just to go after Deadpool, I think to have a chance at it.
I am too.
But I think the Spider-Verse ones with Miles and Gwen, I definitely will go after. I will get those. I love those pops. They look good. I love Spider-Verse. I don't know about the Predator pop. Maybe just because
I definitely will not be going after.
If I get it, it would be more because I just want to get the lower count. But I wonder how often. I think we all talked about Transformers was going to be EQL. I think that's what we're thinking. I wouldn't be surprised.
Should be, right?
Yeah, because it's a Jumbotron, and I don't know. I think a good chance of it being EQL, but man, Friday, we talking about that drop for that Deadpool, I think is going to be the fastest selling drop we've seen in a long time. So,
see that.
All right. So I think we got a friend here. Let's see if they can join in. I don't see them on camera though, so maybe I'll give them a second. I think we might have our friend. Here we go. Ready?
Oh man, no, I'm not ready.
We're gonna send him backstage.
Okay. And you look super ready. I don't know what you're talking about. Right?
All right, think you guys hear me? Am I
yeah,
good?
We can hear you.
Literally just jumped out of the car and set up the laptop really quick. But hello, how's everybody doing?
What's going on? All right, John, are you going after Deadpool?
I surprisingly am. I think it's kind of cool, and I want to see if I can get it.
I think so, John. I was trying to remember. I thought I saw this as a non-glow version as well, too. Is there a non-glow version of Cthulhu as Deadpool that's supposed to be around at some point? I swear we saw
I don't
of it, but
maybe I don't know. I haven't kept tabs on everything as close as I normally do.
But
I gotta say though, I love the Optimus Prime Jumbo Chan figure. That's the first Jumbo Chan figure, with the exception of the Green Ranger, where I'm tempted. It's pretty cool. I'm tempted.
250. You know, I would love to. Like, I don't know why they didn't throw a chase into these like they
Yeah, there
did
should have been a chase.
with the other ones they've made, the Project Fred ones. You know, they did the chases for those. Same kind of price point. Just do the same price point and make. You know what? I would be fine if one was regular and one was metallic. I think he would look awesome if it was like fully metallic as well too. He looks pretty kind of metallic.
I think you kind of
anyways, but
yeah, you kind of need that. I think you need that chase aspect, especially when you're spending that much. Because like Deadpool's gonna be $50.
Yeah,
like $50 ain't cheap for, you know what I mean. But we're all three of us are going after that, and it
well,
like
it's $50 and 2,000.
You know, when you're looking at the jumbo
points too, that's a lot of points.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's big. It's a pretty big investment, and then you come, which like you just said, John. I think it looks amazing. I think was the other one for me that in person, the Voltron Chan, like this Optimus Prime is going to look great as well. And I'm a huge, but the price point for me, and you don't have that of kind of making your I don't want to say making your money back. You know what I'm saying though? Like it just feels like you got something more special and spending that much. Like the combination is just a little bit probably. But yeah, great figure.
Yeah, I think one thing with I like about the points though, it's kind of it counteracts it a little bit. Like it is 2,000 points, but you're spending at least $50. You're probably putting some other stuff in your cart so you get free shipping prior. But if you don't, you're still spending $50. You're getting 50 points. You're getting 500 points back already with the $50 you spent. So you're really only spending 1,500.
That's true. That's a good point. That's very true.
Good point.
So with
Very
all
good
of
point.
Now, both the Marvel ones probably won't have points because they're 7,500 pieces. So we're talking about the Spider Man and Spider Gwen. I don't think they'll have, because the other ones like Cinnamon Roll didn't make you use points. So I don't think they'll make you use points for those two.
What's up, Dave? Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
I think hopefully they won't as well, because it's two separate things you're ordering. They're not one thing. I think that would be interesting. Like this is our first one. Like, will Spider-Man sell out before Spider-Gwen? You know, or they sell at the same time, or will people just go after one, not the other? It'll be the first double limited drop we'll have for a while.
Michael, I did not enter the Fundays sweepstakes. Is that for tickets or
no? It's for a box of fun. 100 points you can enter for a box of fun, and 2 people out of 20 winners will actually win. That's a pretty good amount. And then 2 of them will get that in-person box, not just the at-home box. So
100 points. 100 points isn't too bad for that, but I think I'm going to be saving all my points for the limited.
No, it's a nice.
I sometimes just throw in like 100 points here and there to like throw in for a giveaway, because randomly one day I'll win a giveaway. Hopefully, you know, so that's what I'm
pretty willing.
Wait, did you say one day you hope to win a giveaway? You won a social media Freddy soda from Funko.
I know, but I won it by doing something on like this random like.
So it doesn't count because you had to do something. You want to win something for doing nothing.
This one I just want to spend my points. I mean,
that's the fun part of winning something
and to do nothing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
That's what I want.
That's a giveaway. I mean, that's what
it.
you do, right? You just enter and you win something. So hopefully.
Oh, thank you. This one, I really appreciate that.
This one, we were wondering also, is this what the boxes are going to look like? And we hope they really don't look like this. Like, we hope they have a better design, because this is really...
I don't care, honestly. Like, I mean...
It's fun, though.
But then, of course. If they do a theme box, I'll kind of be bummed, though, because they didn't do theme stickers. So, like, most people throw their boxes out, and obviously they're going to keep the pops. So, I'm actually okay this year if they do a generic sticker, or do a generic style box to match the lackluster stickers. I just want to see good figures, just good pops all around for people to pull.
The only box I still have, I got rid of like the bus box from, I think, and stuff like that. But I did keep the Tiki. That's one of my favorite ones, like the big Tiki too. Like that definitely was a keeper. So limited pops, we're gonna see these tomorrow. We have our first one. I'm liking they're dropping them at a month at a time as well too. So
yeah, giving us the schedule is perfect.
Yeah, you can know. Do you need to get points for these prior? Do you need to earn some points to get it? Do you need to, save your money? Like, oh, I know I'm not going to get Deadpool, so I'm going to save my money because I really like Predator. Those kind of things. And the price point of everything. I like they're really open. Like you can click on the site, you can see it, you can see the glam shots, you can see all that stuff. I will say the Transformer Optimus Prime one, I love the box more than the actual figure. Like for some reason,
if they made posters of like the front of the box, I would buy that for like $15.
I think that box art they've always done such a good job with.
I think the Spider-Man, like the Miles and the Gwen, I think they actually like the variant style that they chose fits those two characters perfectly, especially with the animation style of Across the Spider-Verse and Into the Spider-Verse. I just think that 7,500 pieces is cool, but I don't know. I feel like they could have done a little bit less. Like I feel like 5,000 or less. Like 7,500 is a lot.
I think they're trying to do the mix of them though. They're trying to do like, here's the 7,500 or the 5,000 one. Here's the 3,500. Here's the 750 or here's the 12. So overall, I think
where's the reasoning though? Like, where's the logic behind doing a 750 piece Deadpool Cthulhu, or and then a 7,500 piece Miles Morales? Like, I would just love to know. Like,
I think because they know they can sell 7,500 Spider-Man, but they're not going to sell 7,500 Cthulhu. You know what I mean?
So why not? But I feel like just add more hype if you did like 1,000 piece Miles Morales.
But if you can sell them and make the money, like I don't know.
I think they're still trying to make the money.
But this is not where they should.
With you.
But this is.
I think you're
but
right.
This right here, this is not where
this
is not gonna make or break their bottom line. Like they need to use these pieces to hype people up, to get people to the website, so that when people go to the website, and if they miss out on an item, they go buy something else because they're like, I missed that Miles because it was only 1,000 pieces. I'm gonna go grab something else. Or like, how many people like me for the strawberry shortcake drop? I tried to get it right, and then I had something added in my cart. So think of all the people that are buying these limited pieces and they're adding something else to their cart to get the free shipping.
All right,
that's where they're making their money.
So I did verify. I do see a regular Deadpool Cthulhu Plus pop. It's called Pop Plus. So there is a regular one out there. So that's why too, that 751, that's a cheap upgrade to do some glow paint in your mold for the Cthulhu part instead of redoing an entire mold. Like I think these aren't these two, the Spider-Man and Spider-Gwen, they're new molds, right? They're not like repeat molds. I mean, I know they've done it before.
The Spider-Man and the Spider-Gwen, those are repeat molds.
Are they repeat from
those
Marvel four boxes?
No, they did a whole wave. They did a whole wave of those pops.
Okay, so it's just a coloring thing.
Yeah, it's just a variant swap. Yeah.
And that's what we were talking about. Predator is just the arm chop. Like they literally just chopped off his arm. Like I think that's about all they did with him.
And then Laney brings up a great point. Laney says, I can't justify spending $50 and using 2,000 rewards points for a glow upgrade. I agree with you there. And I think a lot of people are going to feel in that same, they're going to be in that same boat. I want to get it because I think it's cool. But for those of you guys who are on the fence, it is a lot. Like $50 is no joke for a pop. But however, it is 750 pieces. That is very limited. But like to Professor Josh's point, he brings up a great point with, you're spending 2,000, but you're going to get 500 back if you get the pop. There is that risk though. You could spend 2,000 points to get nothing.
I don't think anyone has though.
Yeah, but I don't think it works that way.
I think once you check it,
John, I don't think it works that way.
Some people were complaining with the strawberry shortcake that some people, they had to email Funko's customer support. So maybe it temporarily takes your points. And then if they sell out of the product before you can check out, I guess then you have to email Funko to get your points back. But just be mindful of that. Yeah, it's annoying.
So we did have 2 other announcements, BAM and Entertainment Earth, and these are what 9,500 and a 5,000 piece. Entertainment Earth. The interesting thing I thought Entertainment Earth was about, it said availability, and at the bottom said Funko.com. So why isn't Entertainment Earth dropping their own limited 5,000 piece on their own site? I thought that was really weird.
Because their website,
unless it's a mistake, unless someone screwed up and put Funko.com.
Maybe their shipping's kind of
Entertainment
really
Earth's shipping is atrocious. Not the quality of the shipping, just when you're going to get the product. So if you want to buy something and get it in 2 years, then you order something from Entertainment Earth.
BAM has been stepping up their releases, like their some of their exclusives and some of their exclusive Loungefly and stuff like that. So Books A Million has been on it. I've seen some good releases from them lately. So it's nice to see that, you know, there's still a thing. Our closest one is maybe like 45 minutes away, I think, maybe, if that. Like there's not one close by.
We got a couple that are close, and we got a second in Charles that gets all the BAM stuff. And the only thing that's coming me out with these things is the stickers. Like, it's hard to figure out where you buy these stuff anymore, because all the stickers are like, it's getting really, I didn't realize how big of a problem that was going to be for me, at least. I mean, now it's, you know, it makes it more just, it's just easier to buy everything you want anyway, but it's really hard to keep track where you got, like, I see all these cool exclusives, like, I don't know where I got to get this one. I'm not sure where this one's at, where, you know, I wish there was a way that they could figure something out with that, adding that in there, putting the sticker on the side, doing something, because that's gotten all we're supposed to pick these up from anymore.
So I guess your soda boxes are working. Yep. So here
they're live. Yes, that's why you see me not looking over here anymore.
So if you want to grab a charity Funko soda mystery box right now, there are 40 total, and half of them are chases. There's a bunch of other ones that are like the Freddies and the Protos and things like that too, as well, in there. And you get 4 sodas per box. So if nothing else, you're getting also other sodas that are in the mix there, and great way to support. So if you can't come out, or you can come out and you just want some sodas, it's a great way to get some mixture of sodas and help your collection with them. So if you go over there, Vince has 40 of them. Can we get them sold out by tonight? That would be the question.
That'd be exciting if we did, but
Ready. Holy smokes.
That's amazing.
Right now. Yeah, a lot of
Albie Pops, Alex, he actually brought up a great point too. He said, for example, the Ezra, which is a Target exclusive, went up for pre-order, but instead of doing it on Target, he's waiting for Funko to drop it so he can get the points. And I think because of the rewards points and because of how much they're pushing it, you know, with these limited piece pops, with these, you know, sweepstakes and drawings and stuff, like, don't buy from other retailers if it's something Funko's going to drop. Like, don't miss out on those points, because every point adds up.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a great example actually was the pop that we were talking about, what we picked up on the sale. The pop that I was forgetting was the croc from it was a GameStop exclusive for Batman the Anime.
Talking about Target.
Yeah.
Was it Target?
Target. I have it right here.
See that in
I unboxed it.
Therein lies the. I thought it was a GameStop. I didn't even know it was Target, but it's like,
it had a regular sticker.
Why not get it from Why not get it?
Has a Target sticker.
Did it?
They actually put a Target sticker right on it. I think so. It's one of the ones that still remains with it. At least I got it with the Target.
Was that? I thought for sure it didn't. The same. You know what I'm saying? You get to a point where, you know, it does make it a little bit harder, but at the end of the day, with the points becoming more and more important. Yes, not on the website.
They have it different.
Yeah, it's just assumed it was
Oh,
a GameStop exclusive, to be honest.
yeah.
The new sticker on there,
Oh,
so it doesn't say Target
wow.
or
What a weird
it.
mix of
It
that.
actually just has the regular sticker.
PVG is going to have 8 stickers.
Again, yeah, you're going to get you'll have. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird, but you know, John just said it. I think it pushes more to Funko.com. I think they make more of their setup with the retailers as far, the cut. If they still, I don't know how any of that stuff works, but at the end for everybody, it just it really takes away.
But here's the
Pick up
thing: if
anything
you
at
don't
the
buy a
store
pop
anymore.
from Target, they're not going out of business. Like,
No.
sorry, it's not going to
No.
affect them at all.
For sure not.
If anything, it's just going to push them to not carry as many Funko products down the road if that many people are not buying from them.
Right.
But here's the thing: I don't think that many people. I think are part of the hobby, the one that's really locked into everything that's going on. Most people don't. They don't know about the points. They don't know how to get these limited pieces. They're literally like, there's so many casual people in the hobby that will just go to Target and buy a pop, and they're not following Funko at all on social media.
Right.
And then, we did have these. So these were, we didn't get to talk about Cinnamon Roll. Cinnamon Roll finally did sell out. It took a little longer, but it did sell out on the Funko shop with the 7,500 pieces, the Diamond Cinnamon Roll. You could buy up to 2, I believe, if you wanted to. And then we did have 2 other kind of Funko exclusive drops. They weren't limited drops, but just Funko exclusive drops. I definitely picked up the Spider-Man Oscorp suit. I think that one was really cool looking.
That Spidey is amazing.
The translucent Donatello I passed on, though. Wasn't really, I don't know, my thing. But the Oscorp suit Spidey was pretty awesome looking. And did you get your cinnamon roll for your...
I did, yeah, we did grab that one, and I got to grab I got Spidey on the way for my collection, because that one's really cool. Anything like the Spider-Man suit variants and the Batman suit variants, I try to get as many as I can. I wasn't in love with the Donatello. It looked kind of like a facade pop.
Yeah, and it's see-through.
Yeah, I didn't pick it up.
Like, I don't, the translucent style of it, just not, I don't know, just a pass for me.
I appreciate Dave. Dave got one of our puck keychains from our auction the other night. He said he just got it delivered. So thank you, Dave.
And then Box Lunch, they do. Box Lunch actually just had a limited Stitch out. So they just had a limited Stitch that was limited to 9,500 pieces that pretty much sold out online. They were, I was able to grab one, and I grabbed 2 in the store, and I actually sent someone one. I actually, a surprise package for someone that's going to be coming for them. Figured they would not be able to get it, so they supported our auctions and stuff like that. So I think sent that over to them. But I think, seeing those kind of things, like Box Lunch has had some pretty good exclusives, but it's cool to see the 9,500 piece exclusives. I think that's going to be great for these retailers like Hot Topic and Box Lunch and people like that can do that size, and they can actually just sell out those and get them out. So you might get lucky if you pick one up in the store, but you probably online is probably going to sell out pretty quick, because probably a lot of them are going to the stores, the amount of stores they have.
Oh, what's up, Travis? Great to see you. Is there an echo in the background or something?
I don't think so.
I can hear an echo.
You can hear
it? Actually, it was an echo.
Vince, we all got to chip in.
I don't know who it is. Is it me?
The internet is so bad. Like, are you kids streaming, or is everyone streaming?
The strongest signal in here right now. That's, Bree's texting me over here that I look like I don't know what's going on down here. I really don't. I just interfere with the signal.
We had to unplug the fridge.
I seriously, I feel like there's something going on in the corner
Why'd you get the smart fridge, Vince?
It's in the side. I'm full bar network.
You are. You have a full
9 out of 10. Why do I look horrible?
Oh my god, I've never heard like
my
internet right provider. Like we called them a couple weeks back to boost our signal in the house, and not once did they go, "Did you try unplugging any excess printers you may have?"
Listen, I'm doing everything I can. We've got 1 gigabyte.
You guys aren't
upstairs.
streaming.
Everything I call Comcast.
You guys aren't planning on streaming on
Nobody's
YouTube,
doing
right?
anything.
For the charity auction?
See, I think it's the Office. Listen, I think Office, and I think it's a stupid, brand new computer, and I think it's a stupid Office. I think it's just jinx.
I wouldn't stream on YouTube for the charity auction. Then just you need all your internet for whatnot.
We might need it. Yeah, we might. I'll come back in if I get to. I'm gonna switch. I've got a friggin' mesh network down here. Do you even know what a mesh network is? I have a mesh network and it's still not connecting.
It's too many holes in the mesh. I think the holes are too big in the mesh. It's getting
too many holes. I spend more money, it comes in worse. I don't know what to do. It's far away, okay? I'm in the basement.
Fiber.
But I have a mesh,
right there.
Mesh network. Do you guys hear me? Mesh.
I don't know what mesh is.
That down here. Why?
Do you want to use? I'll hook you up to our router. It might be closer.
It's probably closer than mine. You know, I'll be honest. And here I'm gonna switch. I might get.
Let's take this moment to enjoy while Vince is getting this stuff figured out. We got some mystery boxes, right? Soda mystery boxes that just went live. Did anybody grab one yet in the chat? I'd be curious to hear.
I saw a couple people post they grabbed some. So
before we jump into the NFT talk. Oh, thank you, Travis. I appreciate that.
If you didn't, here's the
throw up the glam shot. All right, what do we got? Sell me on this, Josh.
So you get 4 sodas, which I mean for $30, 4 sodas is a good deal no matter what you get.
You're losing money if you don't buy it.
But you have a 1 in 2 chance, 50-50 chance at one of them having a chase in your box. As well as if you don't get a chase, there's also several awesome ones in here. You look at like the Thor Freddy, the Proto, like the Blacklight Protos, and all those good stuff. But
I see a bunch of Scooby-Doo characters. There's a She-Ra, a Webley. This is insane, guys. All right, so Holly got a box. If you guys got a box, please drop it in the chat because I want to shout you out. Cross Save got a box. Pipsqueak got a box. Just got my John Water Pop, and my wife did pick up a Vince mystery box. All right, Draw Loves Pops 213 got a mystery box. That's amazing. This is a steal, and of course all the proceeds go to a great cause. There's some killer stuff in this run, so not many mystery boxes for sodas on the market right now.
I grabbed the other mystery boxes. I don't know if you did, John. I did not grab the Stranger Things because I had all the pops and I wanted the people to get them to sell out because I already had everything in there. But there was some fire in the last mystery boxes. They sold out. Now he has some fire in the soda one. And you know what the cool thing is? If all 3 of these mystery boxes sell out, he's probably like halfway to his goal already. Like,
yeah, that's the other thing that I was going to ask. So it's 6 p.m. Eastern is still the scheduled start, right, for Saturday?
Let's see what Vince looks like.
What are we doing? What are we looking at for bookmarks right now? Because we got to get those bookmarks up.
Look, he's clear. Look at that.
Are you kidding me? Am I really?
Oh, wait, you spoke too soon.
You talked. That was.
Guys, you want me to just sit here and look pretty? I can do that.
It's better. I will say it is better.
We know everything about your life, so we can just talk about you. 342 bookmarks right now for the show. So if you guys have not bookmarked it,
that's pretty darn good.
Let's get to 350 before our stream is over tonight. If somebody could drop the link.
350 would be amazing.
Mr. Foo Seller would like the link for the charity mystery box here. It's on the website, right? ThePoppinDuo.com.
Yeah,
make sure you put the in the word, or you are going to be getting popcorn.
Some great popcorn.
The Poppin
After you get popcorn, though, put in the and go to the correct website.
Yeah, get it before, get it after. It's delicious. We still have some upstairs. Upstop.
Up top,
Yeah,
up top
I'll grab
somewhere.
I'll grab
Here we
it.
go. Let's see. Does this pin thing work? I can pin the message
There you go.
right now.
Josh got the link for everybody. And what was the total? How many boxes in the run?
40 boxes, 21 chases, 9 Freddies, and
That's amazing.
Proto. And then, yeah, like you saw in the top row, you got a common Shearer up there. You got all the Scooby-Doo sodas. There's a bunch of other Scooby-Doo sodas as well that are in the run. And then you're getting 3 commons. And I've got some sealed ones that I think I was throwing in there as well. There might be a couple that are sealed.
So if you sell out these mystery boxes, Vince, about how much have you already raised towards the Ronald McDonald House?
So we will be... Josh, that's a great question. Listen, we will. We gotta be
I think
over
you'll be halfway to your goal.
right?
4,000. Do you have a
Easily.
goal?
We had to almost.
Your goal was 8.
I mean, I would like to do what we did last year. Is that realistic? I don't know if it is or it isn't. To get to, we did 12,500 last year. Will we get there? I don't know. But let's put it this way: this is the most mystery boxes we've ever sold. We've like I was telling Josh earlier. We had 40 in the first one, or 40, what did we have? 35 in the first one? God, I don't remember now. 35, there's 40 here, and then we sold 60 out in 2 days. Like, that's pretty insane. I'll be honest with you. I like I said before, and I told Bree this as well. Like with our last box, I thought we'd be having at least some of them going through till next week. And I told Bree on the soda mystery box, I'm like, we'll just start shipping Monday no matter what. I go, we'll probably be selling mystery boxes last week. We're already halfway sold out, which is honestly insane to me. This is a good deal, though. I mean, out of everything, I thought that this was. I tried to make it the most bang for the buck on the sodas. So hopefully, you guys enjoy to put together some fun boxes at least.
And how many items do you guys have up for Saturday night? Like, how many are you trying to sell?
Over 200. Bree has got over 200 already entered. I would say at least 30 of them, 40 of them have pre-bids on them already. So it is great. I mean, for us, it is fantastic. Yeah, I could not, because I am like, we get nervous, especially like the guy that was with Ronald McDonald House. It was his last day. He was checking in with us. They're passing us off to somebody else. We've actually had 2 other people that we've dealt with out over there. And I feel like they kind of count on us because they reached out to us when it was coming to this time of the year. They reached out to us before we reached out to them. So a little bit of pressure. And, everybody, the community, really, you guys, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's really humbling. It really is. But it just is. I don't even know what else.
We got a special community. That's what it's all about. All right. So we got the soda mystery boxes.
God done is true.
Hopefully you guys can go bookmark. We'll be plugging it, I'm sure, again before the end of the night. But if you guys do pick up a box, let us know in the chat because I would love to hear who's grabbing boxes. But all right.
If I see any go off, I will I'll shout them out.
Big NFT drop. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's go there. I'm gonna post one more time though. I'll post bookmark now. All right.
Or later. You can bookmark later.
No, now. You gotta bookmark now.
Now. Do now.
All right.
But come back, please.
So let's see. I think it was. All right. So Funame, we have our Funame drop. We had some influencers open some packs early. Vince got to open some packs early, which is awesome. I think, we saw Sully, we saw What's That, we saw Top Pops, we saw What's Poppin Grays. Who else? Anyone else? I think that was it, right?
Some big people you just named right there. So
a lot of crazy fun around this, but
I think we discovered we have a problem in the community, and that is people do not like Franny.
You know what? I think a little bit about that. I think another thing is these are hard drops because when they're non-IP drops, it's a mixed bag, and I think they really missed out on.
What do you mean? What do you mean? It's a hard drop?
It's a hard sell. I think
when it's not an IP, I think it is always a hard sell.
It shouldn't be a hard sell because if you take a step back and you look at these pops are
amazing. I know
they're nothing but flames. Like these figures are so cool. It's just the community has spoken, the aftermarket has spoken, and you know what? I really sat down and I thought about it yesterday because I'm like, why did these packs not sell? And if you look at the prices for the Funimation Series 1, they are so cheap. It's embarrassing how cheap they are on the secondary market. But here's the thing. Nobody cared about Freddy for a decade. 2010 to 20, I would say 2020, 2021. Nobody cared about Freddy. So
I would say right up till COVID.
It could be another decade before anybody, like when I mean anybody, I mean like widespread people in the community care about Franny. So this is our first drop with 3 Frannies. Didn't sell out. I think this is going to be a clear sign to Funko. They weren't putting that many Frannies out regardless. I think we are not going to be seeing much Franny moving forward for a long period of time.
You know what, though? I think what Josh was saying is kind of, it's a hard sell because it's not an IP that everybody knows. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if we got a Franny, let's say we got 3 Frannies in a Disney drop or something like that, or 3 Frannies in a whatever, a popular Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles April O'Neil Franny. I think that would be different. I think people would be going after
that. Just proves my point that people don't like Franny because is Funko that reliant on the IP? Are they?
Yeah, but I think if
that just expands a whole other problem. Then that means we as a community are not. We're not open to creativity. We're not open to original characters and designs. Funko as a company has to put out Batman, Disney, like Dragon Ball Z. They have to put out stuff that's recognized for it to sell. Like that's embarrassing.
Unfortunately, well,
go look at the prices.
Like everybody's got different taste.
No, it's embarrassing from the fact that like we want Funko, or at least I want Funko to put out good stuff.
Plastic do you have, John? How many spastic plastic do you have in your collection right now?
I actually started collecting. I think I have like 5 or 6 of them right now.
I have 1 Von Wiener. That's it. That's all I've kept is wait a minute.
I have a whole wall of Freddy's, and my favorite ones are actually the non-licensed ones. Because the molds are better. It's not a head swap.
These molds are fantastic. I mean, quite honestly, I'm not the biggest Franny fan either, personally. This Spirit Candle Franny is one of my favorite pops that I've seen in a long time. And I bought 3 more packs just trying to get her. And yeah, I probably could have just bought her because I think it's way less than that.
I didn't realize the detail on the Grail Franny too, the Nekomet Franny. Like if you watch the card and animation, like you're missing a whole back. Like she has a tail and everything because it's supposed to be
also
like
a plus side.
Like you look close, and it's a +1, which could be that's always the kind of weird thing up in there. You know, I don't mind having 1 in there. I think, it was funny. Like I was surprised they cut back on Proto on this one compared to other drops for sure.
I think that was a very wise decision because if you think people don't like Franny, nobody cares about Proto. So I guess we don't like.
Listen, John, if these were all Freddy's though, do you think it would have done a lot better? I don't.
Unfortunately, I think it would have done better. I don't think it would have sold out because the other heart of the matter is, and I think that's kind of what Albie was touching on here in the chat recently, is that people are upset that this is Funimation and it's not real anime. And I can kind of get behind that. But at the same time, like Funko did everything right. If you look with the exception of not adding in a mythic, in my opinion. However, going from Series 1 to Series 2, they dropped less packs. The pops were more limited, and we had the same amount of redeemables with the exception of a mythic, and the molds are fire. So there's really there's nothing that Funko did wrong, and there was really no reason. If you look at the numbers of packs that they've sold out, look at Toy Story, look at the Dark Heart, look at everything else they had this year that sold out. There was no reason why they shouldn't have sold out.
Dark Heart never sold out.
Well, Dark Heart didn't sell out, but how many did they sell based on points? Everybody was like, "Oh, points," and it still did very well based on points.
They did well on points, but look at how much those packs cost before they ended. They were up to $100.
But people still used their points on short notice to get those.
But so I think
Smack.
I think no matter what, like I love figures and art, and that's what I do. Designer toys. They don't have to be they don't have to be IP for me to love the designer toys. A lot of them aren't, and I think that's a different collector than a lot of the other collectors that are part of Funko. I think I appreciate every mold in this one. Like all the molds were great. All of them were very unique. I love the proto mech. I love the spirit candle. Like she looks really good. The Ronin Freddy looks awesome. They did such a good job with the molds. The molds aren't the question. I think it is also the anime collectors. The anime collectors go after the anime. Like they're willing to pay $400 for a painted gold Goldie Roger that is 3,500 pieces. These ones right here, that Franny, the Neko Mech Franny there, is going to be probably 450 to 500 Grail. It's going to be that low. The royalty is probably going to be close to that as well too. It's probably going to be only 600, maybe 700 at most, I bet. At the end of the day, because the prices are starting to climb on packs, so less people are going to start opening packs as prices go to $50-$60. So it's funny though, the aftermarket though, people are still willing to pay money for the packs. Festival of Fun was a totally different story. People weren't willing. April Fools was a weird sellout. I think it's because a lot of people had credit. They thought they can make money off the packs. They used all their credits, and they found out they could only sell them for $20 or $6 for a standard. So they're losing $3 to $10, but it was free money to them. They don't care about losing money then. This wasn't free money to anyone. So it was definitely like you're buying these and you're deciding that market for them. But it's crazy to see the prices. Dungeons & Dragons is another one. It's been climbing pretty quickly, and the molds are great on those as well too. And it is an IP. It's a very unique IP kind of thing. But the molds are great on these. I don't think drop markets very well to outside of the NFT collector people. They do not market like any of the Dungeons & Dragons didn't market Dungeons & Dragons NFTs coming out. The only people I've ever saw market outside was actually the Back to the Future drop, which didn't sell out. Those pops are like $200 to $300 each now, which they're probably like $30 to $50 at one time, a lot of them. But like that kind of thing is they actually marketed to, I remember the Back to the Future like website kind of blog thing sent out something about that, had that. So that's kind of an interesting thing too. I think just Drop hasn't learned how to market outside of a very, very small community. Like it's still a pretty small community that are buying these.
I think that's part of it. I think that also when you get a release like this that just has the like horror, when they have the horror release, when we get the Halloween Freddy's, or whether they have Freddy's or Franny's, I think that you can market to a little bit more
like a Halloween
more people
kind of thing.
Yeah, like when you're doing this, like I think the people that actually bought packs are the only people that really, not only people, but those are the people that truly love like that.
Like
one,
they love
Funko
Funko in general.
Two,
they don't just love an IP.
They love Funko in general. Two, they love NFTs. Three, you have to love Franny, and even the Franny Freddy type character. And then four, like you got to be a little bit into anime. You know what I mean? Like it's niche upon niche upon niche.
But we don't get
on this one.
You think it would actually do well because there's not many anime Freddys. Like if you think about it.
I don't even know. I don't even know if the anime collectors really. You're right. What I would like to see.
There's no
Freddy.
There's no Freddy like Goku. There's no Freddy Vegeta.
I think
that's a reason for that though.
They might be missing on that if they if they made those IP molds and people saw them, if they're Dragon Ball, One Piece. I mean,
yeah, if Funko was smart, I'm just saying this. If they want to make people go nuts, there better be a Freddy Luffy in that box of fun that's coming out in a few weeks here. If they were smart,
I want to see that. I want to see how crazy people will go over it. And then I think we're understanding a little bit.
I'm just disappointed because I loved this drop. I love Series 1. I love Funkoween, and money talks. And if the packs aren't selling out and the pops are not doing well in the secondary market, Funko's not going to continue doing this line. So we might not see a Funimation Series 3, which in turn makes me a little sad. That's all.
But I wonder, like, how much money did they really lose off of this if they're not paying IP?
Oh, they
like,
didn't.
Paying the artists.
It's not a loss at all. They're fine.
Money.
They made plenty of money regardless.
I don't think they lose. And now the packs are going up in price, so the aftermarket packs and the people selling their redeemables that they pulled, they're making money off of that. So the nice thing about that is, like, if it went to like the April Fool's style, the opposite, like sold out, but then the packs are only $20, that's more of a hit than when, okay, these didn't sell out, but now packs are $45, $50 and keep climbing as the reduce in the amount of packs left that people can go. I also will think these, everyone forgets, these will have the actual number on them. So
yeah, people will go nuts when it's like a 423 piece Franny. They'll be like, what, when did that come out?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you know, trust me, I think that's all that stuff is going to be around the corner. As soon as these pops start getting in hands after the Adventure Time drop, which I think is the first one later this year with the actual numbers. Like, look at what people are buying Strawberry Shortcake 750 piece. But you're telling me that this Franny is not, and I see what they're reselling for, several $100s. So this Franny may not be super popular right now. When we get it in hand and it says 400 pieces or 450 or 500 pieces on it, like, it's going to change the tune. People might start, you know, and that's why we've been saying this for as long as we have. If the numbers would have been put on the boxes a lot sooner, I feel like that really would have drove the NFTs way harder, faster.
Oh yeah. Sure.
But still, even with saying that though, they used to put out a lot less packs than what they're putting out. They're, for whatever reason, they're going with the motto of, we're going to put as many packs out there as we want. We're going to let the market decide what they're going to be. And I don't know what the last Funimation was, but just in general, when, you know, the first year of NFTs, there was not 15,000 and 12,000, like 29,000. Because I think, was it 15 and 12 for this one?
Yeah, it was like 27 or 29,000, somewhere around there.
27,000 packs is a lot of freaking packs.
It's a lot of packs, but it was 45,000 for the first series that sold out.
And they go high on the premium, I think.
Did the first series sell?
It sold out. It sold out. It didn't sell 400 packs. It sold out 99.5%.
Yeah, it was close.
Wow.
Number.
You know, I
so
don't
Monster Pete says you need to have diamond hands for Franny. You actually don't. Every single Franny is dirt cheap right now. Like, if you are interested at all in becoming a Franny collector, this is the equivalent of becoming a Freddy collector in 2013. Like, now is the perfect time to do it.
I think that's what he's saying.
Every single Franny is under $100, except for the con sticker Stewardess Franny, the first one from C2E2. But this is just crazy. So the con sticker is $135. The shared sticker is $20. It's $110 difference for a larger sticker. So if you're a sticker snob and you want to get that con sticker, be my guest. But every single other Franny that's on the market, I'm not talking about the Dark Heart Franny, I'm not talking about anything that hasn't released. Every Franny in hand on the secondary market is $50 and under. Cheap, dirt cheap.
So,
you know what? I got a quick theory to run by you guys real quick. So the first one basically sold out. So we got, 999 grails. There's probably less than that, but I'm just saying roughly we got those 999. And see, I think that there's two reasons people buy packs. Some people buy packs to flip the packs. Some people buy packs to open the packs. When we get sellouts, I would say almost always when we get sellouts of packs, it's not because people are trying to rip every single pack. It's because half the people are trying to find that profit in there. The other half of the people are trying to rip packs. Then when you get on the secondary market, now it floods the market with maybe where the demand is just not as high as it is, because now you got the full, 1,900, 2,300, 999 and all that stuff. See, with a drop like this, now nobody thinks that they're going to make any money on the pack. So now you only have the people that really want to open packs. Yes, some people will still flip them, but it's a much smaller percentage. The Grail didn't drive the Grail is not a great IP Grail that people are going to, again, make a lot of money on. So the demand doesn't go up for the packs. I think that what ends up happening then these will hit the market, much like the Back to the Future. I think Back to the Future did not sell out because of the exact same reason. People that love Back to the Future bought those packs because they wanted those pops. When they hit the aftermarket,
a lot of people realize
was
those are the first time those came out. So those pops, those molds.
Exactly. And I think you're going to find this with this drop. Those first series are not going crazy, but I think that the second series, when these come in hands and they have the numbers on it and they're the numbers that they're going to be with the molds that they are, now let's see where these come in at, and people will realize that they missed out on that. And I think it's a constant battle of that. I think that every drop is different, where some people are, you got half the people that are opening packs, other half the people are trying to make a profit. And you can make a pretty quick, if you're looking to make 10-15%, like you can do that and that's pretty good money. That's pretty good investing money to put into something. If you can make 10 to 15% and only have to hold packs for 2-3 weeks, like that works out pretty good. So I think that a lot of times you get that, where there's that big divide of people buying packs to flip the packs, people buying packs to open the packs. And then where does that all shake out? I think that these are going to be worth a decent amount. I think they will be worth more when they come out than they are right now, but I guess time will tell.
And Pedro, I apologize. I misunderstood your comment. So yeah, we're right on the same page. Like any extra frannies I get over the next year or two, we're squirreling them away. I'm gonna sit on them because they're cheap. They're cheap, and I'd rather put something. If I can get something for $20, sit on it for 3 years, and then maybe it's 83, 4 years from now, and I can use that to buy something else for my collection. I'm gonna do it. Like I think Franny is just being slept on like crazy now, and the proto too. Like the proto in this set too. Even though he's in the mech, I still appreciate that he has, an appearance. He's still reference it's in some form here, so I appreciate that he's in this series as well.
This might be one of the top 5 molds of the year for
oh my god.
I mean, honestly, I'm not even just trying to glaze,
but Josh, I want to I know you got something to say, so after you say what you're going to say, I think we've uncovered a huge issue that I think it's an issue. Now maybe some people think it's a positive for Funko, and we've been saying it for how long. Funko's got more licenses with IPs than any other company in the world. However, could that be Funko's crutch in leaning too heavily on IPs to sell their product and make profit for the long run? Because if you live by the IP, you die by the IP. I mean, we just saw the rise and fall of Marvel, and there's a lot of Marvel pops and characters that nobody gives two craps about. But here, we'll get into that after you want to say what you want to say.
It kind of goes with the IP idea too, though, because I just did a video and I was looking at the recently released limited pops, and one of them is Genya. And you talked about Strawberry Shortcake. Strawberry Shortcake's eBay sales right now in the last few days, like last week or so, were probably around 200, a little lower, like 160. And that's a 750 piece pop. Genya, which everyone talked crap about and said, oh, it's just a metallic mold of it, but don't pick it up, whatever. I picked one up, and it is going for $220 plus for a 1,200 piece limited Funko Pop. And it's because it is, there's not, if you think of anime, not many limited pops in anime. So then you have all these, and even chases. Chases are like high in anime always, but really, if you think of a chase, like if you make 40,000 of something, like 1 in 6 are still a chase. There's a lot of chases still out there. But if you make only 1,200 of something, that has to be, and there's a lot of completionists in anime that need to keep, they collect one line, they collect Demon Slayer. They need that 1,200 piece. They will pay whatever to get that 1,200 piece in their collection, because that is one piece they need for their collection. I think it was kind of like Goldie Rogers. Like, who thought that would be a $400 almost pop right now, right? $350 something maybe.
I mean, I did.
But who thought like a 3,500 piece? Like, what else from that con is at that price range that is over 1,000, because everything else is Freddy related, or like just, it's not strictly IP related, that doesn't get many limited pops. You talked about this before, John. Freddy has been overdone in the last several years, and the limited doesn't mean as much. Like, how many limited 1,000-piece Freddies are there out there? A lot now. There's a lot of, before there wasn't as many, but now there's a ton. Until you get to that under like 500 piece, which you'll start seeing with some of these, it's going to be, you know, with these NFTs. I think once these ones start coming in with the stickers on them too, like the Adventure Time and some of these, you know, the ones from this time, even April Fools, I think people will be surprised about. People are sleeping on April Fools. Even though it's sold out, it's still like those low numbers are going to be on whatever one it is out there. All these numbers are going to be. Toy Story is going to be crazy, I think, once it actually gets in hand. I think a lot of people don't even know about the NFT Toy Stories, and they're already decently priced on like the aftermarket on drop. I think there's a lot of sense of this like aftermarket on drop that hasn't really hit till they come out, and you know, they're several months behind. So there's a lot of catch up. But like you said, John, Franny, I think will be later on down the road. Yeah, these are going to be the most limited Frannies out there. If you think about it, they're going to be more limited than that con one you mentioned, the New York.
Oh yeah,
or the C2E2 one.
Yeah,
like,
so
that's
speaking of
nothing on this one.
Speaking of the C2E2 one, so Poppin Stock says, were there limited Frannies released on Funko's website? That would be a better indicator of acceptance. So to my knowledge, the only Franny that was released on Funko's website as a drop was they did the C2E2 one last year. But that was the first Franny, and there was a lot of hype for that. It sold out within a minute. So, you know, I don't think you can really use that to judge acceptance from a community because there was a lot of hype and it was the first one. Everything else has either been show only or NFT. So
you know what it is though. Listen, it's like this with every collectible, and what we're talking about. Unfortunately, not you know, I always say unfortunately, but it's not really unfortunately with collectibles. Like there's got to be value. People see value when they see low numbers. We don't have a Franny that you can look at that's a $5,000 Franny or a $6,000.
There's no 24-piece
right?
Franny yet.
When you start that, and when we start seeing Frannies that are hitting higher, because how many $5,000 Freddies?
A good amount.
There's a lot. So people associate Freddy as money. You know what? Not
Value.
money, but you know what I'm saying? Value, not money. Value. When you start tying value to a collectible, that's when the collectible becomes a little more exciting. I think we are looking at the beginning of when Franny will start to take off. I think this Neko Mech. Maybe that would have sold it better. But I think we're looking at maybe the first Franny that's going to hold some when it gets in hands and it's on the secondary market. When we're talking like a sub 500 piece or around a 500 piece, and maybe not, it's not going to be $1,000. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy, but you're going to start to see that value. Funko should capitalize and do what John just said. Put out a 50-piece Franny this year. Build that value because people have to look at it. It's the same thing as these packs.
I will tell you this though, and I have been outspoken about. I think there's a lot of Freddies dropping on the market, and however, I don't think we've actually even reached a point of oversaturation. I think they've met demand, and I can tell you this because of the amount of collections that Joanna and I bring in, the amount of pops that we buy every single week from other people in the community. The number one, without a doubt. One of how we run our collections is, you know, people send us PPG links, they send us pictures, they send us lists, and we look, you know, Joanna goes through, she evaluates it, she tells, you know, we work out prices and everything. The number one character that is pulled from people's collection last minute in between the process of, yes, we've agreed to buy your collection based on the pictures and the PPG list that you've sent us, to when the collection actually shows up, we inventory it and we verify it that we've got everything that matches the pictures and the PPG link. People always pull their Freddies. They always pull them. It could be a $10 Freddy or a $200 Freddy. People always, it's crazy. Like the amount of Freddies that people have decided to keep last minute, even cheap ones, even ones where people were just like, hey, I know it's only $22, but I really like it. People love Freddy.
I think one of the things too is we're going to soon have our first IP Franny come in hand with the Batman.
The Ivy,
a Poison Ivy Franny. So the Poison Ivy Franny with a royalty, it's right around probably, I think it was like a little over 1,000 maybe were actually claimed. So we're talking a super low number IP related Franny that hasn't been in hand yet. I think a big thing is in hand. I'll be curious of how that goes, because that'll be our first IP related Franny, to see if the Batman or DC collectors or people like that, the Franny collectors, or if it's, it's kind of crazy. Like you do see a big difference in like spending on. I think it might be a while for it to catch up, but that'll be one of those other ones that might be down the road. It was the first IP Franny. I have to have it. Now I'm willing to spend $500 for it, and I could have got it for only like $80 or something like that.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of examples of that, and I think Franny will be the same. I think it will be the same way, but it's gonna take time. I think it'll take time because people have to associate value with Franny, and there's nothing really to do that with yet, except for the C2E2 one last year. I mean, everything else has been digital, and like as I said, the first Funimation drop, even though they sold out, which makes it feel like there was more excitement.
Because you had the hype of the Mythic too. I mean,
and the Mythics held pretty good value. I mean, the Mythic is
with
still
all together and everything.
Yeah, mine came in damaged, unfortunately. I still love it.
Mine came in. Hey, listen, mine is perfect, and it's up for sale in this Saturday's auction. If anybody'd like to bid on that.
And so I guess the other topic that I wanted to hit really quick, just to kind of round out this IP talk. I love Funko as a company. I want to see them succeed, but I see a lot of companies kind of leaning in towards IPs. And I look at designer toys, I have kind of not really gotten into, because I don't want to go down another rabbit hole with collecting, because I tend to go a little bit hard. I just feel like Funko is the beautiful company that can have this miraculous balance in the universe, where they can, 90% of their stuff is IP driven, it's licenses, it's characters that people recognize from the movies and Disney Plus and all these shows that everybody loves from, but on the same time, like, I really think it's important for them as a company to have like that 5 to 10% of your market allowing for creative items and original characters. And somebody mentioned that original characters as a whole have not done well for Funko. They talked about the Wetmore Forest pops and stuff like that. And you're correct. However, if we are as a community begging Funko for limited pieces, and they're giving us those limited pieces, they're giving us the opportunities. I know they're behind an NFT paywall and some people don't want to get into that, but these are all original characters in really unique outfits and uniforms with creative designs and unique molds. Like, this is literally everything that we have been begging Funko to do, and they're finally doing it, and it didn't sell out. And I fear for the day that Funko just goes completely only IP, and there is no Franny or Freddy or Proto that isn't in a uniform. Like, there's no Freddy unless he's Freddy as Superman. There's no Franny unless she's Franny as, whatever, Nezuko or something, like some character that people recognize. And I want to keep seeing some original stuff. That's all. It's literally like, it's in their name, right? Like, original Funko. Like, I don't want to see it just become another IP company, because you live and die by the IP. I think that's a problem that Lego is currently going through as well. They are 99% dependent on selling sets and characters based on IPs.
Jen, they almost went out of business though when they weren't IP
driven.
They were on the verge of bankruptcy until they decided, hey, we better do this IP thing, because we're out of here if not.
It's true, and they had to have Star Wars save the day. I get it. I think we lose a little bit of our creativity if we are just kind of not like, if we're just kind of drones. Like, we turn on our TVs and we see a movie, we see a character, and we're like, oh wow, that's so cool. And then we go buy a t-shirt, and then we go buy the Funko Pop, and then we go buy the Lego set, and then we go to McDonald's and we get a Happy Meal with that character in it. It's consumerism, it's media overdrive.
The 80s of toy making, John. That's how they made toys. They made toys, and then they made cartoons to go with those toys to sell the toys.
I know. I feel like we're robbing the next generation of potential creativity. That's all.
Yeah, no, and listen, I don't think you're wrong at all. You know what? Some of my favorite pops over the last couple of years, it was from Fundays with the camp theme. I still have those on display. The lumberjack,
Oh yeah,
the eagle guy, the wolf guy,
the mascots,
the bear.
Yeah.
Like,
and then they had the Bigfoot, the
those
great
mascots
Bigfoots from that year.
They had the s'mores guy, the
boy.
s'mores boy, I think is what it was. Like,
Great.
those were, I mean, legit. And I'm not just saying this because it fits our conversation right now. Those were some of my favorite pops from the last couple years. So I agree with you. You know, I don't look at this again. I don't know what they judge a failure or you know, a win or whatever. You know, I'm assuming just whatever they can make the most money with is what their winning is. But for me, whenever you get a non-IP thing, you're just it is kind of like designer toys. Designer toys have even started going up very IP heavy. I see all the designer toys starting to try to push the IP, and there's a reason for that, because they're trying to draw somebody that is a fan of the Turtles or a fan of He-Man or, you know, a fan of all these different IPs. They want to try to pull some of those people in. I think that's why they have to go that way. I hope that this doesn't discourage them. I hope that a 50% sellout, which I think is still pretty darn good for such a niche product. I think that's still pretty darn good for them. And I would venture to guess they make 5 times more money doing this than they do with the Jumbotron. As far as I would assume that they're making hands over fists more on these drops than they are with that. So I don't think that these will go away, and I don't think that they should. But I get the sentiment. And again, John, I don't think you're wrong for feeling the way that you do, because some of the best molds, I like this. Like I'm saying this right now. That Freddy that's on the screen, that's inside Proto, and the Candle Franny are like legit 2 of my favorite ones that I've seen, because I love when they can go outside the IP box and like do whatever they want. That's when you see the creativity come through. Again, was this a success or not? You know, burning half the pack sounds bad, but it's like, who determined what the demand should be? They let us determine what that was going to be, and we determined that only. You know, honestly, they burned 50% of the Disney drop, the first Disney drop. 50%
I think how about if they did the price point, the new price points on all these? So they have the Grail price point of $50. They have the other. These would have sold out on the Funko site probably.
They would have sold
500 pieces.
There's no question on that.
And I agree with what Poppin Stock says. I think there's a lot of people who still just don't get the NFT game, and they just don't want to get the NFT game. They just don't want to go through the extra steps. And then,
totally agree.
I think it is a little bit discouraging if you have to learn. And that's why I tell everybody, like, just wait. Honestly, just wait. There's really, like, I can't faithfully as a person, as a collector, as a content creator, like, the NFT packs are a gamble. They're a risk. It's like opening up a mystery box with extremely low odds.
Yeah.
Like, the only one winning for the most part is a handful of people who get lucky in pulling a redeemable pop. And then Funko. Funko wins because they're selling product that you actually never physically touch. So the best thing to do is actually to not buy packs, like, to save money. Go buy it from the secondary market, you know, buy other, you know, the NFT cards from other people who have already pulled them. Or, as we saw from the Series 1 Funame pops, just wait a year and you could probably buy, I mean, I hate to say it, Ultimate Freddy here in the Proto Mech. You could probably buy that for $40 a year from now. If
I bet you that is going to be over $100 pop.
I hope I'm wrong, because I said this was going to sell out. I think somebody pointed out I am like 9 for 9 every single NFT video that I've done and predicted if it will sell out or not. I have been wrong every single time. So I am the worst NFT insight person.
And that's also where I'm saying, when the packs don't sell out, I think that these are going to go up. These will be way more expensive than Series 1. I'll go out on the limb.
I think Series 1 up, a lot of people
they're going to be half the amount
and bought a lot cheaper. I remember buying packs for those a lot cheaper in the aftermarket too. And I think that's the thing, is like, if you didn't buy these on drop day during that time, the aftermarket packs, you can forget it. Well, what happens is all these epics and all the legendaries start going up a little by little by little. So you're going to see a ton of little different ones start going up. Oh, look at this. Down Under. Appreciate it. gifted 10 memberships
gosh.
to the Hall Pass.
You know,
Thank you, Steven.
Steven also sent a very generous donation today as well.
Steven
is a great dude.
Steven also
we
has some
appreciate
great
you,
polls
Steven.
on his cards, I know as well. And he lives in Australia. So it's interesting, the global market. Kind of, we were talking about that a little bit on Discord because of the whole sense of what time the whole Pop Arcade. I'm still kind of mad at when Pop Arcade ends because it ends at 3 a.m. Eastern. So it's not going to be like a fun one for anyone. But look at all these people that got thanks to Steven. I mean, this is awesome. Like, I appreciate it. He gave so many different memberships, so I appreciate it. And hopefully you guys can all use those memberships, use the free super chats you'll get it monthly, and stay a member hopefully after that, because everything helps support the channel and really does some great things for us. But one of the things that we had at Pop Arcade is going to end at 3 a.m. Eastern, ends at midnight of the time. And they said, oh, well, that's when our thing ends. I said, well, it doesn't make sense because it's like a game. Like, people want to be up during it. And I get like the global sense, like there's other people around the globe. Like perfect Australia will probably be like 5 p.m., 7 p.m. for people in Australia and New Zealand. But I was like, I would love to like live stream like the ending of Pop Arcade. Like, as we get closer, how much do fluctuations happen and things like that. And they were like, oh, that's just our process for how we end when like a redemption period ends, and that ends like that. And I'm like, well, you do other things at other time. Why do you choose like at 2 p.m. you would do your snapshot, or at 2 p.m. you would sell things? You do that because a base of your customers is like that 11 to 2 p.m. is like your US base probably.
So you're saying you'd like them to service the eastern
I wouldn't mind
seaboard?
Like, it doesn't make sense even to end it at midnight for West Coast, though. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like,
I know
it's a weird time to end it. Like, why not end it like a snapshot at 2 p.m. in the middle of the day? Eastern, 11 a.m. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of if you're trying to do a competition and like people are going to be scrambling at the end to move points, it's different when you're just doing a snapshot. It ends, right? Because you got to turn in your thing. You're not like trying to get anything last minute. Redemption period ends. It just ends at midnight. Okay. But I was thinking that, but weekly contests end at different times as well too. Like during the day and like at a certain time. So hopefully we'll see. I would love to see a change in that in the future, but I expressed my thoughts. That's how our process works. So
they shut you down real quick,
pretty much. But like I said, it does end very shortly here. Right now it is about for 333. It was about 51. I think I grabbed this like yesterday or something like that. But it'll be interesting to see where 333 ends up. I mean, I'm in like 36. I don't want to try for number one.
You're in good shape. I think
I'm always like, what if people go crazy at the very end and I get below? Like, how mad would I be? I'm asleep at 3 a.m. and I get
Josh, you're gonna listen. You gotta be committed.
Set my alarm.
Don't start pulling this nonsense. You're gonna have to stay up one night.
To like take off work the next day. All that.
Have a good night, Stephen.
All those
thanks for your generosity, Stephen. It's absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Thanks for stopping by during your lunch. Appreciate it. But it'll be interesting to see how that works out. All right, we got lots of drops. I want to go through these quickly because we got a lot of cool drops. But this was probably my favorite one that dropped this week. I love the characters on this one.
I always loved them.
This was a great show. John, did you watch this show at all?
I did. I remember watching this show.
This probably would have been in your wheelhouse.
I loved it. I love the platypus, Agent Perry. Yeah.
I did too. I was way too old to
Phineas is giving me nightmares though.
So before I even, I mean, both of those they don't look like Pops though. It's funny. All these don't look like Pops to me. They look like just the characters themselves. It doesn't look like a Pop form of the character. It just looks like the character. I was going to put the other exclusive regular Perry. I thought it should have been a chase to the other one, but then they came out with it later this week. So we have, we got Perry, we got Partridge on a Perry as well too. Are we going to get? We need 2 other characters at least. Hopefully, we get Dr. Doofenshmirtz and Candace there.
Right?
Yep, Doctor. And he's funny. If you go on his IG and stuff like that, like he's very active on his social media and stuff. The guy that does his voice. Yeah. So he actually was given by Disney. There was a statue of him somewhere, because you remember they did that at Epcot, that little like Perry the Fine Perry kind of thing. I don't know if you ever did that. But they had a statue of him, and they ended up giving it to him when they took out the like game thing. But these are great. I think these are really good. Oh, so look at this. Anna's currently watching it first time.
Oh, nice.
It's good, right?
It's fun. I remember watching. I think we watched these with Jack, but then Shannon and I were just watching them on our own too, as well too. You know, it's kind of like that one that you start watching and you're like, this is just funny.
Matthew, thank you so much for the heads up on that. I did not know that Vince had a 500-piece diamond Freddie Merlin.
Yeah, I think it was in the box that we picked up today. That's why we're trying to get
I'm gonna
more
go
video
pre-bid on it right now. Thank you so much, Matthew.
It's probably not up
yet.
It's not up. We have not even opened the box yet. We literally picked it up about 5 hours ago.
Oh, well, since it's not up for pre-bid, I am going to unbookmark your auction. And
unbookmark the show, unfollow us.
No, I'm just kidding. I will be there. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate it. I'll be looking for that, though. So let's, Bree, let's get that loaded up pretty soon. Please.
Let's get that box open.
Yeah, we got to get the box open, too.
We had lots of dinosaurs drop. This is like...
I feel like I'm not going to like this movie. I don't like all these weird dinosaurs that listen, maybe no dinosaurs exist. I don't know, but these look too weird.
I remember some of these dinosaurs. I don't remember all of them though.
No, I think these are a lot of these are the
this is for the
new movie.
No, I know.
Jurassic World, they mixed them up. They just took them.
See the new movie already?
Yeah, I switched things up. I normally see nothing, but I actually saw this movie already. No,
you saw this movie already?
No, I didn't see this movie. I don't have any interest in Jurassic Park, World, Universe, whatever they call it.
Dinosaurs? Can I into dinosaurs?
I love the dinosaur pops. I just don't like when they do like. Is that weird to be complaining about dinosaurs that are made up? But I don't like made up dinosaurs.
Yeah, I only want dinosaurs that definitely walk the earth.
I want Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, that we can confirm were
here. Right. Correct.
All right. Now,
if I don't see the skeleton,
these are scam dinosaurs.
These
are scam dinosaurs.
These look like they could be knockoff. These are knockoff dinosaurs that show up at the flea market. That's what they are.
So wait, can someone enlighten me? Like, where are we in the movie timeline? I thought it all ended with Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt. No, they're still going.
They're
going. These are the worst of the worst got left on the island. These are all like the
you remember there's like 20 islands
version,
by the way, too.
Oh, these are like the genetically modified something or other.
That doesn't.
It's always the worst of the worst. It's never like, oh, they left all the gentle and docile dinosaurs here.
They left all the cute ones. Yeah, like it's just I don't. Stop. I can't.
Yeah, I'm sure people say that about Star Wars. Why is Star Wars still going? But
now, how are none of these Casper the Friendly Ghost?
How are they not glow? Yeah,
how is none of these glow?
What a missed opportunity.
It's
even the exclusive isn't glow.
Pack is not a glow.
Come on, I have a glow one over here.
They
Funko shop. Glow.
They did such
you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna do a 750-piece glow limited 3-pack on Funko's drop.
They probably will.
I'll get that.
Yeah, see, exactly. You'll get that, but you're not gonna get it.
And then we got the Casper Chase as a real boy there.
That's fire. That is what a chase should be. That might be the best chase of 2025 right there. That's insane. I remember seeing this movie. He was only a boy for like 2 minutes. That kid got paid. He made a lot of money for not a lot of work.
I mean, I don't know if he made a lot of money.
That sounds like a real bummer. I thought he was just a friendly ghost right from the get-go. I was hoping he didn't turn into a ghost. Wow, that's sad.
Yeah,
he's the boy, but not like he's the ghost Casper, and he turns back into.
How did he become the ghost? He can go back.
He died.
And forth.
You got to see the movie.
Oh, that's my point. That's a real bummer.
It's a love story.
Like when stories start
It's a
out
little comedy stretch in.
by the piece. Somebody, anybody ever watched Jack Frost? It was the same way. I mean,
Oh,
newsflash: the guy's,
I mean, that's
the
like
kid's dad dies, and that's so depressing right from
Or-
the get go.
Okay, well,
You
you're
gotta
going
start
into
off
the
no, you
movie
go
with
to
something
save his
down.
sister and
knowing
he
there's
dies.
ghosts.
You're
Like,
thinking, like he
I'd
knows
like to pretend that ghosts just
exist.
came from nowhere. Okay, this
All
is
right,
sad.
moving
Let's
on,
move on.
moving
Now
on
Moving
past
on.
I'm getting
theory
bummed
of
out.
ghosts.
All right, well, Ghostbusters. We got more ghosts.
Speaking of
for you.
ghosts,
Speaking of
Gonna call
ghosts,
these guys turn people into ghosts. I
Wait,
like
there's
no.
another
this.
ghost.
No, they catch
Is
ghosts.
this based on? There's another movie coming out, right?
This is based on the
This is the old one,
old
no?
movie.
Oh, what are we doing?
got
Like a 30-year, 40
Vigo.
year?
That's Vigo. That's
This is 2.
2.
Ghostbusters 2. Vigo.
Vigo, the guy that was in the painting.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we got no ghosts out of this whole bunch, though. But Vigo, I guess.
They're coming. They'll do some limited glow ghosts.
Cross Save will get all these, though. Cross Save.
Good for Cross Save. He deserves it.
And then we got more like dead people. We got
Man, everybody's dead here. I mean,
Beetlejuice.
this was another
This is
movie that started off
basically
with
the
people dying.
June Funkoween drop.
I mean, pretty much. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
we got Ghosts, Ghostbusters. We got Beetlejuice here. We got Elvira, which probably will turn into autographed like Elvira, like somehow, some way. I think they'll have her probably back.
I feel like we
at
could.
Funko
Actually,
Hollywood.
she's got pumpkins. That's cool.
I mean, they're kind of fun. I mean,
Yeah, no, she's
I
riding
do like Bob. Bob with
Room,
Beetlejuice. I don't remember. I don't know Wolf Jackson. Oh, can't. That from the new movie?
I did. You know what? I still have not seen this Beetlejuice 2.
Yeah, we didn't see it either.
If they enlighten,
I heard it was
we
good.
have not
I heard it
seen
was
that
good,
yet.
though.
We got more Sonic. More Sonic
Oh.
for you.
Love Sonic.
We have some characters
gone
we haven't
a
got
little bit
before, right?
Yeah,
We're
we're a couple waves behind though.
I mean, there's some new characters in the mix here.
I like this Blaze looking character. That's cool.
Yeah, Blaze and Jet. I don't think they've done Jet before, right?
No, I've never seen Jet or Espio, whatever that character is.
SBO? No.
Have a great night, Brian.
Not Brian.
Summer Ween season. I like that, Allie.
Summer Ween.
Yeah, no, Tommy, it does make sense. Yeah, they're teasing everything that's being teased is going to come out like September, October, Q4.
Yeah, something. Magic the Gathering. We haven't got any Magic the Gathering pops for a while.
Yeah,
but
they probably looked at the aftermarket for Magic the Gathering and they were like, "Hey, some of these pops are pretty pricey. Let's release some new ones."
Let's get some. I don't even know how to say that last one's name. FBLTHP.
Philip.
Is it Flip?
It looks like something I would write as a typo.
Actually, I think you got to.
Yeah. And then these two, though, I love the Jaws one. I will say, like, I try not to get many of these, like, you know,
Yeah, the
tall
Jaws might be
comic
on my
cover
radar.
things. The Jaws one looks so good. That like just seeing how it's also like it's 3D in there, like the Jaws popping out before the 50th anniversary.
Do you
of
think
Jaws.
the Jaws is actually going to be like an actual?
Oh, it's a
pop-ish
piece
type
You
of
can
thing, or is
see
that
it.
like the background?
No, it's not a background.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's like very. And look how she's on the
Yeah,
water.
I love that.
Like
Yeah, that's really
everything.
good. Crazy design.
That might be cool. Yeah, I got to see this one in person.
Marty
The Back to the
McFly.
Future
a little much.
scene looks great.
It looks cool, but those things are huge. You're talking about big. Those movie scenes, I guess we could call those.
Yeah, it'll probably be what, like $80 retail. It's probably
yeah.
big. But when
I
you
mean,
think
it'll
about it,
probably
you're
actually
getting
sell out and be hard to get. Like,
you're getting 5 pops and the whole background
Yeah.
display. Like I could make an argument that this would be better than just getting like Marty and like 5 or 4 other Back to the Future pops. Like it's actually more bang for your buck, and it's a nice display piece on any wall. And I'm sure like 2 or 3 of Biff's punks right there. I don't think they're
Griff.
making individual pops for. So
You
or
got
Griff, yeah,
Cannon.
sorry, it's
Griff
part three.
Cannon.
Yeah, Griff, yeah.
But yeah, no, they'll never make those pops. And I think that's the one thing that they've done really well with some of these, that these are molds they'll never make into pop form.
And that's how it should be. Like, put some exclusive characters in there that forces people to be like, "Oh, I need this."
Yeah, I like that.
I didn't even know they had names.
Jason has a question for you.
No, I haven't seen Jaws. I did just see Captain America 4. Joanna and I watched it the other night on Disney Plus. It was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't terrible.
You need to see Jaws. It's 50th anniversary of Jaws. You should just watch it.
I never saw Jaws. Did I know
we had this fight like 2 months ago.
And I just found this out.
You have like 2 gigs of internet. And we're still friends. So the bar is
I got like 0.2 gigs.
I haven't seen Jaws. There's a whole list
of a very fair
classic movies that I haven't seen. Guys, like I have a lot on my plate right now.
Listen, you got to see Jaws. I'm still on dial-up. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Anna's never seen Jaws. Thank you. Appreciate that, Anna. Anybody else who hasn't seen Jaws, feel free to rescue me in the chat.
I think I saw
Jaws 5 minutes
at the movie theater.
Okay, so Travis, here's the reason why. A lot of people that I've worked with during my maritime days specifically said that they actually watched Jaws and it gave them a fear of water. Like people that I was in the Navy with, in the Coast Guard with.
Will.
So why would I then go watch that when I have a seagoing career job? Like that
you're a
really
land
make me want
You'd like to be part of
you're
society?
a land lover, so you can watch it. It's okay.
Yeah, we'll get around to it. If Joanna's seen it, maybe she can just give me the gist.
It doesn't count.
How many Jaws movies are there? Is it like?
There's quite a few. I know there's at least 3 regular. There's a 3D one out there. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, the 3D one. I think Jaws 3 was 3D.
Jaws 3 was 3D.
If I remember correctly, because I'm positive that's when I saw it.
Jaws 2 the one that they have at SeaWorld is partly SeaWorld, or is that 3?
Yes.
Yeah, 2. Yeah. I mean, you just need to see 1. 2 is you could watch, but 1 is a must. 1 is
that was 3.
3D.
SeaWorld 1.
SeaWorld 1 was
3.
I had friends that their parents.
There's plenty of little stuff that I've seen that you guys probably haven't. So it's to each their own. There's a lot of content out there. There's a lot.
I've watched a lot of movies, John. I probably watched a lot more than you think.
No, I'm sure you have. I'm just saying I'm not sitting around watching movies. Like I wish I was. That sounds great.
Tell you what, don't watch this show. This show
you want a anime, like there's happy animes, and this is not a happy anime. This is
not a happy anime. I watched 1 episode and I seen about 42 people get killed.
It. That was like first
giant
minute,
naked people. I mean, like it was devastatingly scarring.
The Titans alone.
Riley's never seen Star Wars, and we're friends. I don't hold that against him all the time.
I would hold that against them.
Riley, I hold that against you. I hold it against you for Star Wars. I hold it against John for Jaws.
Are we putting
still be
Star
friends
Wars and Jaws at the same level here? I don't know about that.
I mean,
yeah.
Oh, we are? Oh.
Jaws? Who hasn't watched Jaws? I think that it's worse that you haven't watched Jaws than Star Wars.
That's just because you know me a lot better than Riley. Because you can.
I don't know.
You could beat me up more. Yeah,
you can berate you.
Yeah,
I can berate you because we're talking. That's a fair point. You know what, John? I think you're right.
See, we don't just hide behind that keyboard and berate you, though, John. We're here on live.
No, I prefer do it in public. Do it to my face, please.
We do get our first 10-inch Titan, which actually makes sense. Like that's a 10-inch that actually makes sense. There, we get our first 10-inch Titan. I will not be getting it, but it's pretty cool looking. So. Definitely, I think a good lineup of Attack on Titan ones, but yeah, some crazy. I still need to finish it. Like I never finished it. I think we watched like 2 seasons or something. I do not know anything about this one.
Oh, I did not.
Dude, I had a lot of work this week. I didn't remember seeing any of these pictures.
This I don't
that
remember
ran
at
out.
all.
I do not know. I know nothing about this one. It looks very much like this one is not a happy friendly anime. This one probably is a friendly fun anime.
Watch this
That
one be
new Panda-
darker. No one survives.
This one's probably super
They have
dark. I
nice,
bet you
friendly
that
looking
Panda-
McDonald's yellow boxes, but everyone dies.
Yeah, that panda actually eats people and should be bloody chased, but we don't know about it.
If it was blocked, I'd buy it.
All right, and we got a huge unveil of new picks for Thrilljoy here. We got a lot. You talking about IP? Here's some IP drops for you, John. And
I'll be honest. I think I'm gonna get some of the.
I want to go
horror
after
ones.
Creature. I like the Creature. Gillman. I
Oh,
guess
yeah,
they call him
Creature. I didn't even
Gillman.
see that
He's
one.
a
I
creature.
appreciate how good these chases are with the mold changes, but
I will say, like Gizmo and the Gremlin is a cool like chase combo. I do not like Mojo Jojo. I think it's kind of lame chase.
that's a
the
lame
chase
chase.
is
Yeah,
very
but
lame.
that Gizmo is good. That's a good chase.
Remind me real quick. What is the price point on these?
Oh, yeah, good
So
question.
picks, I think, were
Does anybody know?
20 or 25. I forget. I thought they were 20.
Okay.
I mean, I'll get Gillman.
I want to
like one or two.
Yeah,
one or two of these like little thing. Like I also like the Corpse Bride, like the skeleton as a chase. That's cool. That's fun. It's different. Gizmo as a chase with Gremlin.
I think I'm on the opposite side of the fence. I think I'm making an executive decision. No Thrilljoy for us because I can't go down. Can't go down another hole.
I get a couple here or there.
Yeah, that's how it always starts, though. That's how Funko started. Yeah, we'll just get a couple here and there.
Definitely how it started.
Yeah,
I think they pumped out a lot though. So they also announced that they're going to be on Whatnot tomorrow night for a special stream, and they're going to be giving away stuff. And then I don't know if they're going to be giving away or putting up for bid, which I think would be really weird if they put up their own.
That would be weird.
Thing, their own like. Not their own items, but like if they put up a proto for bid, but if it goes to charity or something like that, I'm cool with it. But if they're putting up to make money,
yeah, it's kind of weird.
Stuff like
I mean, it would be in their
party.
It would be in their right to do so, but it would be kind of weird before it's because you're if
a
it's
retail company.
It's one of these. It's not a third party. It's like if Funko went live on Whatnot and said, "Hey, we got these leftover limited pieces. Let's just start them off at $1." Can you imagine the outroar?
Yeah,
so, Mason, I agree with you. This is like if somebody took the packaging of a soda and then the concept of a pop, smashed them together. That's exactly what this is.
I will say,
I mean,
I think that's exactly what
that's Brian Mariotti.
Gizmo and Gremlins look better than the soda, though. I will say
they do.
I will say some of them look better than the sodas. Where Mojo looks better as a soda. Like it's weird.
How do people display these? Like, what are we thinking? Are we thinking we display these out of box, or do you display them in the insert?
Oh,
how are you going to keep the sleeve? Like you're just
you can't. Can't you ditch this? Can't you ditch the sleeve and then you just have it chill in the box?
Then you have to keep the sleeve somewhere, like flattened, I guess. If you keep the sleeve, like then you can't sell it later on. Or I mean, if you want to do that, I mean that seems
well. I mean, there's no proven resale market for these yet, so I mean, I don't think you should be too concerned about resale.
Like
value.
The gold creature is what, like 96 pieces or something like that. I don't know what it is.
True, yeah, but I'm talking about like a common pick.
Common Mojo.
I think I wouldn't be too worried.
You treat them like a mystery mini.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Exactly.
Box.
Yeah.
Like.
No.
I mean, like
we had some. You know, there were a couple
mystery. Is a great example. Pop Mart too. Like Pop. What do you do with Pop Mart?
Yeah.
Just toss the box.
Like even, but like
but
there's a couple mystery minis that, like I say, I didn't keep the boxes. I mean.
No, if it's rare, if you just go, hey, I pulled a rare one, here it is.
I think the Joker looks a little too kiddish. It kind of reminds me of a little bit of the soda horror ones that look like really kiddie like.
I like the way that Annabelle the horror.
No, like I'm thinking soda horror,
kiddish. Like
Alex kind of he hit the nail on the head. It kind of looks like little people mixed with soda. Yeah, it does.
I get that. Yeah, I get that vibe. I like a couple of these.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
And I probably
I'm not,
would get
Now,
Cannibal, and
do
I
they
like
go live on
the
June
creature.
20th? I think June 20th. They're supposed to actually have somebody like start launching these picks. Like that's the thing. They do all this stuff to hype stuff up, like they did at the con, and then they die off because they actually don't. You don't see anything happen. So if they don't launch these this month, they're just gonna they're gonna lose all their like pump up for it. So
Open them up.
yeah, there's a Leonardo too. Did you see that one? I forgot. It just today with a chase.
I didn't. No,
with
I did.
2 different chases. It has a chase Casey Jones and a chase and a more limited like 96 piece Krang. So a Leo with the chase.
Why
Casey. That makes it hard to get complete sets. I think that's what the whole thing is.
That's
like
what
it
I'm
makes
saying.
it
Yeah, but I don't like that.
I kind of like it in a way. I mean, it kind of like Keep Miser, Snow Miser with the big one. The big ones were just they're too much. Like I have one.
I would like to see. I would like to see what happens
with
with Thrilljoy this year post.
Yeah.
Post cons, post San Diego. Because I'm sure they're going to be at San Diego. I'm sure they're going to be at New York. I'd like to see where the hype falls because last year it died off quick.
So Vince, how many boxes are you left?
Guys, we started the night at 40, and honestly, we started the night
at 40.
We're at 13. We only have 13.
We somehow have 50.
13. We have 13
That's
left.
pretty good, actually.
That's honestly, I thought we'd be selling them next week, and even if we are, that's okay. Like these will start shipping on.
I haven't seen. I mean, I'll just tell you guys this: I haven't seen a Scooby-Doo soda, like Scooby-Doo, like Scooby the character. I haven't seen one of those in like 8 months. People do not sell those. So,
and we've got these obviously will be in the box, and there will be at least another 1 or 2 Scooby Shadow in the box. And then there's some good, there's some not great, like great one. I'm not trying to I'm just trying to be honest. I'm not. There's a few not great sodas, but you got a 1 chance at a chase that you guys are seeing here,
which is also
Phantom Shadow Chase, which
unheard
is
of.
an expensive chase.
Yeah, that's a great one.
But yeah,
half those Freddies you couldn't
unboxes.
You couldn't buy outright. They were con only.
Is a 1,000-piece proto, I believe it. You got the Dustin Freddy soda. Like, yeah, there's some good ones. Even that Donatello,
Yeah.
I just realized that I've seen one of the turtle sodas. There's some good stuff. The Webley common, the
and all your
common
chases come with a chase sticker. It looks like all the chases come with a chase sticker.
All of them, because I didn't want to screw this up and not put what I was supposed. I had to go through it because, believe it or not, there was 8 of them that I had in the common pile. Bree had to open every. It's been amazing, guys. Please go check out the pre-bid stuff because she's legit put every single one of those things on. We got, I think, 5 more boxes still to open. To squeeze out a video tomorrow. Most likely it'll not happen until Saturday. Really, listen, tease this now.
Do it.
Should I just make people want it even more?
Do
you guys remember this? Do you remember the orange face Pops got?
Oh yeah. God, the Funky Bob
may or may not have been
Funky Bob fakes. Yeah.
Yes.
And Freddy.
Of a great idea. Those are not in any of our mystery boxes. If selling those as is, but we actually come over to Ryan and Rachel customized both for us. I have no idea what they did with it. We picked up the box today. Haven't even opened that, so that's going to probably either tomorrow or Saturday, so I can at least hype them up a little bit. It might be a later video tomorrow. I might have to do it after work tomorrow, but we customized 2. What were they? $100 pops. I mean,
yeah.
I didn't value them at anything, but con pops. Where are you going to find that? You know what I'm saying? Only on. We've got some fun stuff, some good lot of grails and stuff like that out of our collection too. I've been amazingly generous here, and we should have a fun time.
It should be called like.
Should I have done the
I
full-
think you're able to like wrap up your whole log, and then John just left. John's out. John said, "I'm done."
John's not going to promote his. Should I? You want me to promote John's stream?
John was like,
"Oh no,
I'm
he's
out
back.
of here."
I found there's this button on my laptop where if I hit it accidentally, and of course it's right next to the mouse, it goes into
You just had to hit the
sleep
button.
mode. But sorry about that.
Do you ever see those movies where it says "do"?
Yeah,
and every time that person hits the button, they get like ejected from.
yeah, that's pretty much.
That's why you don't
That's
hit the
pretty
button.
much where I'm at.
But at least you know I would have.
I'm so sorry if I interrupted anybody.
No.
All right, John, you're
Go
up.
ahead, John.
It's my turn. It's my turn to talk about life.
I did my thank yous, I did my.
Oh, nice. We got a couple videos coming out this weekend, and we're looking forward to the big Poppin Duo charity stream Saturday night. We're thinking about doing a late live stream here on YouTube Saturday night. Here, here on, or not, this is Professor Josh's channel, but on our channel, we're thinking like 9:30, 10 o'clock to give some Patreon updates and stuff like that. Maybe a little bit earlier, maybe like 9. So me and Joanna will be going over some updates there. And if Vince and Bree are still live, we're going to put the QR code on the screen and hopefully get some more people over your way.
Yeah, if we get 200, we'll probably be live. Last year, I think we went till 12:30.
Oh, okay. So you guys will still be live.
That was a great like end of stream last year. Yeah.
It got a little nuts.
Opening some. Yeah.
Got a little bit
Vince was losing it by that time.
Yes.
Oh, and thank you to everybody that's come over to the Lego channel. We are a couple subs short of 3K already, which is crazy.
Awesome.
Congrats.
Thanks.
For us, we dropped our NFT video today. So our Fun May Series 2 video. We did it a fun, different way. I don't know if either one of you have watched our video yet, but we decided to do it like a battle with our packs. So we battled out packs and we gave point values for different types of cards. So I thought it was fun. I thought it was different. I wanted to, like, we always open cards and I was like, we have enough to, like, let's do a little battle and see who wins. So go find out who wins if you haven't watched that one yet. I thought it was kind of different. And we should have on Saturday unboxing video with some of the new limited pops and some of the other stuff, some chase roulette kind of stuff and other things from the Funko shop that we've gotten in recently. And then, next week, I don't think we have a lot going on. 2 weeks from now, we'll have a soda auction. So some soda games. We'll bring back some soda games and some other stuff. So hopefully you can come out and hang out with us for that. And then Disney's at the end of the month. So if you like Disney, we'll be doing Disney very end of the month for our Whatnot auction, for our themed auction. Disney and cartoons. I threw cartoons in there to add some extra stuff. And I'm trying to think that's about it for us. So I appreciate everyone hanging out, having some fun on a Thursday night. A lot of great stuff coming up. Definitely go support Vince and get your last of your soda mystery boxes. Get them sold out. And then we'll see probably everyone sometime around Saturday, definitely on his stream. I'm sure we'll all pop in at some point and hang out. So. Oh, Dave has a question for you, John.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
SlapshotCon is tomorrow. I didn't want to talk about it because it's we got the big charity show for Vince and Bree this weekend. So that's why I don't want to talk about it.
John, you could talk. You could talk about it, John.
I don't. It just kind of fell on the same weekend as we were doing it, and I don't want people to have to choose. So if you have to choose, please go support the Ronald McDonald House with Vince and Bree. We have some cool stuff up for grabs tomorrow night as well, but that's not what this community is about. Like, we're grateful for you guys and all the support and everything, but that's why I didn't mention it. I appreciate it, Dave. I appreciate it, Travis.
Listen, if you like John Bennett, go on Friday and go buy something from John. It's okay.
We're doing something cool, but
Listen,
I will discuss it more in my video for tomorrow. So
so watch John's video for tomorrow. So make sure to do that, and we'll
Oh.
see everyone over the weekend on someone's stream probably at some point. So everyone have a great evening, have a good night, and we'll see you next time. Appreciate everyone coming out. Bye, everyone.